Alright. We're ranking the best weapons in Super Animal Royale. Unfortunately, we don't have the tertiary items. So, let's get it. You guys know what the tiers are. This is S, this is S. I mean, this is S+, this is S, this is A, this is B, this is C, this row is D, this row is E, and this one is F. Alright, we're gonna start off with all of the common. We're gonna start off with all the commons first. Alright, common shotgun. F tier, in my opinion. F tier. Alright, because if you come in contact with someone with a common shotgun, you can't one hit them down, even if they have no armor. I would say common AK and common MG are E tier. Sword / melee, E tier. Actually, this goes above these two. And this one also goes above this one as well. Alright. SMG, rate of fire and the amount of bullet. Rate of fire. The rate of fire, that's why it ranks higher. And AK goes there because it doesn't have the rate of fire. You need the rate of fire if you're going to have a common weapon. I put melee over these two because melee is more useful than the common SMG and common AK. There's more use cases for the melee than there is for any common weapon, really. So I'm gonna put it in D class. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Melee goes in D tier. All right, Magnum, D tier. D tier above melee. Pistol, E tier. At the very bottom, E tier. Dart gun, F tier. F tier above shotgun. Common shotgun, absolutely the worst. Absolutely the worst. You can't do anything with it. All right, and that's all our common weapons. It's all our common weapons. Let's start next with those are all our uncommon. No, yeah, common weapons. Uncommon pistol. Still E tier. E tier above. No, E tier just above its common counterpart. It's still not better than the common SMG and AK, in my opinion, purely because these two have more bullets. And that's what you would need if you're coming into contact with someone in that situation. All right, what's next? Common Deagle. God, what is this called? Common Magnum. D tier, still. There's not much of a difference between common and uncommon. So most of these, the only things that get boosted is the AK and the SMG. Get over there. And then also the dart gun. Dart gun. That's actually a tricky one. I don't know if dart gun should go above common AK and common SMG, or if it should just stay below. I'll put it in the middle. We'll say that these three are all kind of on like a common middle ground. Yeah, let's go with that. No, actually we're actually gonna put it above common Magnum but below the uncommon Magnum. That's the perfect spot for it. Common shotgun above the Magnum. Yes. Actually below Magnum. It's common shotgun below Magnum. Uncommon shotgun below Magnum, I mean. Now we got epics. We got rares. Rare pistol. Actually, you know what? Let's start at the top. Let's do some legendaries. Dart gun can heal teammates. You know what? I forgot about that. I'd say that boosts it to on the same level. Thank you for raiding. Thank you for raiding, the real crazy K. We're currently doing a tier list of all the Super Animal Royale weapons. Oh yeah, and also dual pistols are not on here. I didn't think of that. This is missing a few things. I also wanted to add the tertiary items. So, just so you know, it's missing a few things. We're gonna start at the top though. Let's do some legendaries. Legendary Jag 7. S tier. Just S. Actually S. Just S tier. Just S tier. Alright, and then I gotta say the MG. MG, it goes in B tier for me. Because you have to know how to use it. It's not something that just everyone can pick up. You have to know how to precisely use it, when to start spinning the barrel to fire, and where to aim ahead of the time. It's very tricky. It's very tricky to use. That's why it goes in B tier for me. There are some good use cases for it though, like in 32v32. And that I'm also gonna put the regular. I'm also gonna put the epic MG right around there. All right, let's go for the Tommy gun. Tommy gun S tier, S plus for me. God tier. It is God tier. I'm gonna put the M16 in S tier above the Jag 7. The only one that it is S plus / God tier for me is the Tommy gun. You cannot go wrong if you have a legendary Tommy gun. It is the most versatile weapon in the entire game, in my opinion. That's just, it's facts. That's facts. Silence pistol. For me personally, it's S tier. It is S tier right here. But I would say for everyone, I would like, in general, for everyone, it's kind of an A tier weapon. Because once again, it's like a cross between the MG and the AK. The MG, yeah, the MG and the AK. Because you got to know how to use it and know where to fire it. But if you can land your shots, it does a great amount of damage, and you have that extremely great movement speed. It's I would say it's A tier for just about everyone. For me personally, S tier, but I'm gonna put it in A tier because more people can probably relate to that. All right, legendary Deagle. I would say that's kind of leaning towards S plus. I definitely want to say it's S plus. Because if you know how to use the legendary Deagle and the epic Deagle, then I'm gonna put the epic at the top of S tier, and legendary at the bottom of S plus. Because if you know how to use the Deagles, perfect. You can down anyone in 3 shots. It's beautiful. It's a really good weapon if you know how to use it, but not everyone knows how to use it, and you need to know that fire jump technique. If you don't know how to use that, then it's difficult. If you're just gonna use it standing and firing while moving slowly, not the best use case. If you're gonna use it like that, then it's A tier. But if you're gonna use it the right way, S and S plus. For me personally, dual pistols, epic dual pistols, also A tier. I would say it's A tier above silence pistol. And then I'm not going to bother rating the other ones because the other ones just kind of really aren't pointless. Well, I'll put rare on there. I'll put rare dual pistols at bottom of B. And then the rest of them really just aren't worth picking them up. The only good ones is epic and rare dual pistols. If you want common and uncommon, like, what's wrong with you? For real, what's wrong with you? Sniper rifle, also S plus. Just like the Deagle. Actually, I'm gonna put it at the top of S, because it's not as good as the Deagle. It doesn't have that same fire rate, and it doesn't have the same, not only movement speed, but the reload speed is a lot worse than the Deagle, and the Deagle has more bullets. So in my opinion, at the top of S. And I would say that I'd put it right. I'd put the epic below the Magnum. Epic Magnum. I'd say that's good. Epic Deagle, rather. My bad. Hunting rifles over the sniper rifles. Oh, hunting rifles is another thing that's also not on here, apparently. Wow, this tier list is missing a lot. I'm definitely going to make one later, and then we'll return to this once we have actually everything on the list. But yes, definitely. Well, let's put it this way. In that case, hunting rifles, then I would put it like this, and the hunting rifle would go right in this situation. The hunting rifle would go at the bottom of S class. Rare hunting rifle at the bottom of S class, and all the other ones in B class. It's good because it's rate of fire. Its rate of fire and its spread is relatively narrow, but that the main attraction of it is the rate of fire. Actually, you know what? I would put rare hunting rifle at B. At top of A. Top of A, rare hunting rifle. All right, next, what do we got? We'll do Magnum. Rare Magnum. It's a solid B tier. Solid B tier. We'll put it right in between these two. Solid B tier. It's a good weapon. It's a solid weapon. It's a solid pickup. You gotta know how to use it, though. Even if you don't know how to use it, it's still a solid weapon, though. Pistol. Epic pistol. I mean, rare pistol. I'm gonna put that in D tier, actually. At the top of D tier. It just doesn't have enough bullets for me. It doesn't have enough bullets to justify picking them up. Unless it's for epic pistol. Unless it's for rare dual pistols. But even in that situation, it's still kind of iffy. Rare AK, solid C tier. As well as the SMG, solid C tier. Both of those solid C tiers. Wait, is this supposed to be the hunting rifle? Wait, is there? There's not a rare sniper rifle, is there? No, we'll use this as the hunting rifle. We'll say this is rare hunting rifle. Okay, not anymore. That's good to know. Alright. This is rare hunting rifle. There you go. Top at A tier. That's where it belongs. And then we have epic pistol. Mid C. Nah, bottom C tier. Bottom C tier. For picking it up only for the epic. Only for epic dual pistols. That's the only reason to pick it up. Silence pistol. Epic silence pistol. I'd say that's bottom of A. Because the difference in stats between these is like not a lot. It's not that bad. Alright, then Jag 7 for me. Wait, where's the other one? Bottom of S tier. I would actually put the Jag 7 above the M16 because I prefer, if it comes down to a Jag 7 and an M16, I'm gonna go with the Jag 7. Epic, I mean rare, rare. Man, I keep getting these confused. Rare dart gun, solid B tier, middle B tier because its capabilities, you can take anyone out in 3 hits. They will die in 3 hits, and you can heal teammates in 4 hits, I believe. Shotgun, rare shotgun. I would say bottom A tier. I'd say that's a pretty solid bottom A tier. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay if you come into close. It's pretty good if you come into close contact. 3 solid hits. Well, let's put it this way. If you land all of the bullets that come out of the shotgun on the person 3 times, they'll be downed even if they have legendary level 3 armor. M16, rare, epic M16. I don't know. I'd say above the epic Jag 7. Epic M16 in my opinion better than epic Jag 7. But if you're gonna go for the legendaries, then go legendary Jag 7 in my opinion. Tommy gun, bottom S tier. It's all around versatile. It's perfect. Actually, I'm gonna put that top of S tier. Beautiful. Now we just have our nades. Skunk gas. Man, I don't know. Kind of leaning towards C tier on this one. No specific place, just kind of C tier. It's just kind of C tier because you can use them in specific situations and they'll be really good. But unless you're in that specific situation and it's a relatively enclosed area, they're not that good. Like if you're in a wide open area, not that good. Grenade is a lot better for that. I would say grenade, top of A tier. You can take down a lot of things with top of A tier, especially bots. If you have bots after you, just throw them right behind you as you're running away, and then the bots will literally run over them. Mwah, perfect. Banana, I would also say as C tier. That might be something that not a lot of people will agree on. I don't think a lot of people are going to agree with me on that one. Especially now that you can hold a maximum of 10... I'll get into that in a second with the flare guns. It's actually a brilliant idea. But with the bananas, though, especially since you can hold 10 now, people might not agree that it's C tier. It's because if you have the knife and banana forker, as it's called, then you can heal up. But that takes time to do that. So that's why it's C tier for me. Do I like raccoon? In the in-game raccoon or like real raccoons? I think the in-game raccoon looks nice, but raccoons IRL in real life, I mean, they're okay. They're cute. Some of them get if they're really fat, I think they're just like gross. But if they're like skinny and like quote unquote feral, yeah, they're pretty cute. All right, this is the tier list. And Pink Chew, you said flare guns. Ooh, thank you. This game definitely needs flame weapons. They need a Molotov cocktail, and then they should have a flare gun that looks similar to the Magnum, but it's red. It would travel in a straight line, just like the dart guns, but if you hit someone, it would add faded red. Yes, that's actually a perfect color for it. But it would act like the dart guns, where it would have that same travel speed, And if you hit someone, then they would catch on fire, and the fire would last just about as long as a dart gun. So from the developer standpoint, definitely something easy to implement. And you just have a red overlay instead of a green overlay for poison. With that, you would be able to also catch your teammates on fire. No. Actually, not catch your teammates on fire. You would be able to shoot your teammates and they would do extra melee damage. And no, they would get like enraged and they would be able to do extra melee damage, 1.5 times melee damage, and travel at 1.25 times speed. That's what should happen in my opinion if they did that. That's just my 2 cents. I think that would be awesome. And yeah, but this is the tier list. Super cool. Future Gizzy here. If you enjoyed that and want to see more of that kind of content, consider hopping in stream at twitch.tv/GizzyStreamin'. I stream every day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m. GMT. We're this close to affiliate and it would mean a lot if you just dropped a follow. But until then, I will see you guys another time.